Debo, your question sounds like your name. If you don't sweat, you haven't worked. You haven't worked out anyway. And how much you're sweating could be an issue. Do you not sweat when you work out? We're winding up, so we're not sweating as much. To answer your question, we're winding up or winding down. We're winding down. The workout is about over. I'm on here early because I got some things to do later this evening, so I got to get my walk and talking in during my actual workout. But we're finishing up. So, to answer your question, not as sweaty as we were. How about you? But thank you for leaving a comment. Because you don't expect anything. You don't require anything. And you don't want anything. You just want to be on here. You're nice and cool, but you love this, you're here for it. Yeah. So yeah, I had to sweat probably about 45 minutes ago. Yeah. Because you got to get it in, right? You really got to sweat it out. To get it in means sweating it out, right? To get it in means you sweat it out. So we're winding down now. We're cooling down. Getting the heart rate back down to normal. So what else have you done today, Devo? What else have you done today? I was off today. Off work, that is. Legs are sore. It was a big leg day yesterday. Put in some extra, so the legs are sore. But that's okay. That's what it's about. If you're not sore, you're not working. You worked, came home, mowed the lawn. Now you're watching this baddie sweat. Debo, you've been doing a lot of work. That's the best way to do it, though. Go to work. Don't stop. Go ahead and get the lawn cut, and you're done. Get it done. That's the best way to do it. That is the best way to do it. I think a lot of times we want to take a break and get some rest. We end up putting it off when we should have kept moving. The goal is to keep moving. Now, if you're exhausted, yeah, get you some rest. Get you a break. Get you some rest. Okay, get you a break. Get you some rest. Put it off if you have to. But hey, if you're in the zone, you get off work, you see that lawn needs to be cut, you see that the certain side of the house maybe needs a little spraying down or something, keep moving, keep working, and get it done. Get it done. You'll be glad you did. You'll feel better that you did. I think I'm going to do 5 to 10 more minutes, and I'll be done. A true cool down is only like 5 minutes, right? But we're engaging, so we're moving. We're moving. And as I always say, always contact your primary health care provider anytime you want to start, restart, or sometimes even take a break if you want to take a break. You know, from your exercise plan, routine, regimen, and all that. All right? Contact him or her, your nurse practitioner, your physician's assistant, your physical therapist, your occupational therapist, your nutritionist, your fitness coach, your fitness trainer. Okay? And any other specialty doctor that you may have. It's a collaborative effort. It's a team effort. You are one unit. As I say, they lock arm in arms. They're an atom and you are the nucleus. Okay? Anytime you need to change some things up, let them know and you guys can remodify. Or just modify. Not remodify, just modify. Okay? I'm sure they don't mind you modifying things on your own. They just want you to keep moving, to be consistent, and be persistent. Hey, lovely Samara, how you doing today? Be consistent and be persistent in what you do and how you do it. Don't compete with your neighbor, your sister, your cousin, your enemy, because guess what? They can't hang with you. And you probably don't want to hang with them, right? Be you, be unique, be specifically you, uniquely you, organically you. Okay? And whatever your workout goal is will more likely be accomplished. It will more likely be accomplished. Because if you're trying to compete, when that person pulls out that full figure, bam, 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 and you can't do it, you're going to feel a little depleted. So don't compete. Okay? Compete with yourself. Being the better person today than you were yesterday. And sometimes we backslide. Sometimes today, we're like that person we were a year ago. Okay? But that's all right. Sometimes people pull you into that element. And sometimes we allow it. That's okay. Because you can always come back to where you need to be, focus, and keep going. Keep moving. Keep moving. You're good. That's good. That's good. Debo, are you holding them? Were you holding them? I'm sure you had something to hold. Did you hold or fold them? That's good, lovely Samara. I got a troll in the chat, but he's being fairly okay. He won't have to leave until he gets absolutely ridiculous. Lovely Samara. Lovely Samara. We got a troll in the chat, but he's fairly okay. He won't have to leave until he gets absolutely ridiculous. Because I ain't going to lie to you. I tell you, I say it all the time. If the trolls could make money, boy, the trolls would be the richer people on YouTube, right? If they could make money, they would be the richest. I'm not a troll, haha. I'm just a man trying to be respectful. Debo, how you being respectful? Asking if I'm holding them. See, now I want to know if you're holding them, right? He said try, with emphasis on trying. Look, all you can do is try, right? You only fail if you don't try. You only fail if you don't try. Well, better yet, your biggest fail is not to try. Sometimes you try and you fail, that's okay. You try, you fail, you try again. The biggest fail is not to try at all. Especially if it's something that you really want to try. You really want to do, you really want to accomplish, right? So the biggest fail is not to try. If you try it 3, 4, 5 times and you never get it, guess what? You tried. You had faith, you had confidence, you put the step forward to try. Sometimes, things just don't work out that way. And you just have to do something else. Or maybe you have to figure out a different way to approach what you tried 3 or 4 times and have not accomplished yet. He says trying, emphasis on trying. Did you tap that like button? Did you double tap the phone? Because that's all you got to do. Double tap the phone. Or, I'm not going to tell you to go out. I don't even know if they have that on the screen anymore where you tap the 3 dots and go out. But just double tap the phone. Okay? I'm not going to beat you up about likes. Because that's not the only way you can support somebody, okay? I'm not going to beat anybody up about that. I encourage it. It's motivational. It motivates content creators. But that's not the be-all of the algorithm, right? If you have not subscribed, you can support by subscribing. Once you've subscribed, you can support even further by tapping my doorbell, better known as that YouTube notification bell. Okay? Okay? You can do that so that you'll be notified every time I upload a short or go live. I'm predominantly a shorts channel who goes live daily after my workout, or at some point during the day after my workout. And we talk, we walk and we talk. Because we all know if we studied enough, or if we've even paid enough attention, if you can walk and talk, you're doing great. Okay? You're doing great. If you can walk and talk, you're doing great. If you can't talk and you can just walk, that's good too. That's good. Okay? That's good. Hey, as long as we're hitting good or great. If you can walk and talk, that's great. I'm not going to even lie to you. For those people that can do that, that's great. For those who just want to walk, can't do the walking and talking, that's good. Okay? You'll work your stamina and endurance up to that. And sometimes people don't want to talk. So you come here, you can walk and or talk. Okay? Yep, get that algorithm up. Lovely Samara says that make your channel great. And they share you out too. Yeah. Yep. You got other ways you don't have to just like, you can share out, comment. Leave a comment. Even if you don't like dropping in the chat, which I totally understand that. You can just say hi and just watch. So if you don't like it, if you don't leave a comment, if you don't share, if you tap that notification bell after you've subscribed, that's 2 right there. Okay? Okay? For some people, it's all about the algorithm. Wherever they go, they think they can grow, that's where they go and grow. I suggest growing on your own, getting it out of the mud. And however you do it, you don't have to feel like you owe anything to anybody if you do it in a certain way, right? You don't have to feel like you owe anything to anybody when you do it a certain way. And don't let anybody make you feel like you're being arrogant or pompous for feeling that way. You know what you did, okay? You got it out of the mud solo dolo. Pat yourself on the back and be proud of that. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks about their methods compared to your methods. So yes, you can like. We love it. We appreciate it. We're grateful for it. At least I am. And of course, we're always going to say thank you to YouTube for allowing us this platform. So many people fuss, fight, bicker, and argue. I fuss about certain things when it comes to how it goes this way and how it goes that way. But guess what? This is their platform. They're affording usage of it to us. Okay? So thank you, YouTube. Thank you, moderators. Thank you, subscribers. Thank you, content creators. Yes, yes, lovely Samara. They make it great too. Debo say he's not a troll. He say he's trying to be good. Whoa. Did y'all hear that? I think someone just closed the door. Okay. I think they just closed the door. Let me see. Oh, I see what it was. Yeah, I saw it. All right. Okay, you guys. I found out what that was. No big deal. So I see 5 people are still here. Did you guys miss me? Did you wonder where I went? You didn't say anything. Debo, where are you? So yeah, just watch the legs move, okay? Watch the legs move. Why did people leave? You guys left when I came back. You were here with me before I left. You wanted to make sure everything was okay too? You was about to see if I was going to come running through here screaming and yelling and hollering, throwing a tantrum. Watch the legs move. Watch the legs move. And my advice to you is to keep moving. Keep moving. Don't stop. Get it. 30 minutes each day of the week. Okay? 7 days a week. There's nothing wrong with doing cardio 7 days a week. Unless you have some type of physical or health restrictions, it's okay 7 days a week. Okay? But if you want to take a break a day or two, that's fine. That's fine. Strive for 5 days a week. Strive for 5. Okay? That way, if you do miss a day or two after that, you've at least done the bare minimum, which is 3. Okay? And depending on your goals, you're gonna be at 2 or 3, 6 or 7. 5 may be pretty like middle of the road and steady for you. But if your goals are whether they're weight loss, losing inches, toning up, at the end of the day, it's all about health and fitness. Health and fitness. Your health and fitness are your wealth. Your health and fitness are your wealth. And just remember, over here in Lions Pride, when we're doing our walking and talking, we're dropping nuggets with each other. The chat, members of the chat, they drop nuggets, I drop nuggets. We pick nuggets up and we take those nuggets and we try to use them, okay, to see if we can help work on ourselves, or we share them with people outside of the app, okay? Share those nuggets with your family and friends, your co-workers, your church members, the people in the grocery store line, your frenemies, okay? Your enemies. Share those nuggets with people who you think could use them and benefit from them. And of course, as we say over here, YouTube does not deliver professional licenses, right? So protect our professional licenses. We have to let you know that we do not professionally, medically, or clinically assess, okay, diagnose, treat, or evaluate. We only drop nuggets and share information. And hopefully that information will be used in a positive manner to help you or someone that you know. It's Taco Tuesday. And yes, you can have healthy tacos. You can go all out. Some people are like, no, just give me my beef taco and I'm good to go. Beef taco and the trimmings, whatever they throw on there, tomatoes, lettuce, onions, jalapenos, whatever you throw on there. And then you got some who, they choose a different meat. Turkey, chicken, fish. The thing about it is, sometimes it's not really all about the meat. It's the way you prepare it, right? It's not always about the meat. It's the way you prepare it. So we're going a little bit slower. We're winding down at first. We're cooling down now. Trying to get into cool down mode. Let's check the heart rate. I put my hands on here and check the heart rate. Okay, we need to keep going a little bit before we jump off. We need to keep going a little bit before we just jump off. Never just jump off, okay? Mid-cycle. Never just jump off mid-cycle unless you know that you're about to continue to keep moving in a slower pace that will bring that heart rate down. Okay, so don't just jump off. Check your heart rate. Check your heart rate. Bring it back down to resting heart rate. Okay? For those that know what resting heart rate is, which I'm sure many of you do, get it back down to resting heart rate. Okay? We're going to always encourage you to what? Warm up. What's your warm up? It includes your stretches, okay? I think of the word radar, R-A-D-A-R. Starts with R, ends with R. When you work out, start with stretching, end with stretching, okay? You're gonna stretch, 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 and then do some type of activity to gradually increase your heart rate in your warm up, and then you're gonna go into the A letter, which is the workout. So the first R is stretching. The A is warming up, gradually increasing your heart rate, okay? D is your workout. The second A, gradually lowering your heart rate, right? Bringing it back down to resting, because you're about to be back at your normal, get back into your normal activities of the day, right? And R is your what? How do we say we start? We start the way we end, stretching. So the second R is your stretching. Your first R is stretching. Your A is your warm-up. Your D is your workout. Your A is your cool down. And your last R is your stretching. That's the way I look at anything that I do when it's relating to health and fitness. I relate them to things that we do on a daily basis. My workout routine. My warm-up is my appetizer. Okay? My entree is my workout. My cool down is my dessert. And many times, almost every day, I come on here and I do a second cool down. I have a second dessert. And yes, like Debo asked, are you sweating? Because if you're not sweating, something is not right. Okay? Okay? You don't have to sweat like a hog. You don't have to sweat like a hog. During these hot summer months, continue to get in adequate fluids, okay? Sufficient fluid intake. Hydration. Continue to get your water. And again, unless you're on some type of fluid restrictions, about 6 to 8 cups a day is sufficient. But that also depends on the type of work that you do, your exercise regimen, and many other things. So some people require up to 11 cups of water. Because if you're sweating it out, you're working it out, you're going to require more than the typical 6 to 8 that's recommended for any individual. All right? And again, copyright 107. Okay, this channel is for informational purposes only. Okay? Educational, teaching, informational, learning, observing purposes only. Okay? So get up and do something and move. Okay? Get up, do something and move. If you have not gotten up today and moved for at least 30 minutes, get up and do so right now. Join us for another 3 to 5 minutes. And you can do that with us. Okay? You can do that with us. It doesn't take all day. Didn't your parents ever tell you, your parents or your grandparents, it doesn't take all day to do anything. It doesn't take all night to do anything. Except sleep. Get you a good night's sleep, right? I know many of us don't get enough sleep. But if you can, get you a good night's sleep. Okay? Get you a good night's sleep. I'm a night owl. So I know. Get you a good night's sleep. And if you can't get a good night's sleep, get some good naps in there during the day, okay? Once you get off work, a lot of people that work day shift, guess what? They are not great sleepers at night. So if you find that you can only get like 4 to 5 hours at night, look, when you get off work, right after you prepare dinner, supper, whatever you call it, look, you get off at 5, do a lot of meal prepping. It'll really help. But even if you don't, do something that's quick, easy, and hopefully healthy to make. Maybe around 7. But see, a lot of you got kids, so you got to help with their homework. So a lot of people can't even get naps. So just to be honest, truth be told, a lot of people only get 4 to 5 hours of sleep. Okay? But if you can manage to get a nap in there, and you know you don't sleep well at night, around 7 o'clock, get you a nap to about 8 or 9, because a lot of people that only get about 4 or 5 hours typically don't go to sleep until 11 or 12. They're just night owls. So get you a nap from about 7 to 9. Do something between 9 and 11 or 12, and then go back to sleep. Okay? So at least you've gotten about 6 hours. You can add those together, and at least you've gotten about 6 hours. And that is a lot better than like 4. A lot better than even 5. May only be an hour difference, but it's still a lot better than 5. Okay, it's been 30 minutes. Okay? And of course, you guys, again, an official cool down only takes like 5 minutes. But I'm not going live later today. I don't think. I might. You just never know. You have to switch things up around here. On these apps, you have to switch things up around here. You can't become too routine for various reasons, okay? You have to switch things up. You gotta venture out into new areas. You gotta get yourself new channels. You gotta build up your new channels, okay? You got to build up the channel that you started with, that you're focused on. But you got to also build up some new things. okay, and maneuver around into new places and bump into new people, hopefully good people. New ventures, new streets, new avenues, new areas, new cities within the YouTube nation. Okay? Venture into new cities and states within the YouTube nation. All right? Let me tell you, you'll feel so much better when you do. And if you're already on track, let me tell you, don't make the mistake of getting off track or letting something or somebody get you off track. Okay? Because I pride myself on being on track for years. And then, you know, chaos will come, even when there shouldn't be any chaos, and you got to clear that out and clean it out and sweep it. Like they do the final in the NBA, they do a clean sweep, 4 games straight. You got to sweep it out. All right? So remember, be good to yourself. Self is a positive word. Selfish, selfishness, selfishly are positive words. They can be negative, but they can also be positive. When you use those words to uplift yourself for the benefit of your family and self, listen, the benefit of family and self, no one else. Okay? When you use the word selfish, selfishly, all of that, self can be good. Okay? Self can be good. Use that word self. Always use your discernment. And even when you say, well, discernment, I'm gonna ease up a little bit. Look, listen, use your discernment. Listen to your discernment, okay? All right? Venture into new areas. See new people. Build up other channels so that if you ever feel like your channel has become tainted or has been altered or messed with in any type of way, you'll have yourself another channel or two, okay? And when you build other channels, stick to the premise of those channels. Whatever your goals are for that those channels, stick to that. Hey, Donna. Yes, girl, I'm early. Hey, Donna. Hey, Angel Eyes. You guys, welcome to Moderator In. If Debo, are you still here? Hey, Lions, I'm in the hot sun. I had a block. Oh, my gosh. What? Donna? Is somebody on the way? I hope somebody's on the way already. Well, I'm sure they are because I know you already gotten called and everything. Turn that AC on. You got your AC on, Donna? Yes, I am. I'm early because I got some things I got to do this evening. And I'm not sure if I'm going to go live this evening. My sister and brother. Okay, that's good. That's good. So I came on in and did, you know, I used to do afternoons on the elliptical. But since I've been enjoying outside so much, I haven't been routine on the elliptical for a while. Because I've been really enjoying outside. And as summer starts to wind down and it starts to get a little bit cooler, I'm going to enjoy being outside probably more. So I tried to come on today a little bit early to get some work in on Ellie. Well, I just got done working out actually. So I came on in my, decided to end the workout on her today and just go into my walk and talk. Yep. So I used to alternate. I used to do so many, like a few months on mornings, a few months on during the afternoon, and a few months during the evening to late till night. But I've been evening to night for over a year. I've been evening to night for over a year. Every now and again, I'll come on during the afternoon and me and Ellie hook up. So I've been missing Ellie. Ellie's been missing me. Ellie gets jealous. I get jealous of Ellie. Okay? So I had to come on here while I was on Ellie today. So Ellie and I see each other every day. You know, we connect every day. But I haven't been on live with Ellie in a while. So, yeah. Since I'm not sure if I'm coming back on tonight, I jumped on Ellie for a little bit. Well, I actually stayed on Ellie. Because my legs are sore. My legs are really sore. So I needed like some extra time with Ellie to work that soreness out. You work that soreness out by stretching and moving. You see she's starting to squeak, Donna. I've been on here for 30 minutes and she hasn't squeaked yet. She's getting tired of me. She's like, get up off me. Get up off me. She's like, I'm in the live. I'm in the live. She's like, get up off me. Girl, I thought that was Debo. Debo left me. Debo, wherever you are, you better have subscribed to me. I don't know where you are, Debo, but wherever you are, you better have subscribed to me. And if you didn't, you better come back. Because Debo and lovely Samara kept me company. And then you came, Angel. How's it going, Angel? I'm about to jump off of here, but I wanted to check and see how's it going. Have you gotten your, how's it going right now with your blowout? Y'all be safe out there, okay? Be safe in everything that you do and the places that you go, all right? And if you need to, if you feel you need to wear a mask, do so, okay? Don't let anybody deter you from doing the things that you feel you need to do to protect yourself. Don't matter what the looks and gazes are like, okay? Because that's your health, your fitness. If you feel it, because there's a lot of flu viruses going around, like, you know what? I'm not going to just blame it on the flu, because that other one is going around too, okay? There are a lot of viruses. People are catching colds, getting a little, you know, they're catching bugs of different types. The most recent types and those old school types, okay? So this summer is wrapping up with a lot of people. Debo, I am sweating again now, Debo. You happy? I'm sweating again. So there are people coming down with different bugs. People on the social media apps have talked about it. People at work. People are just coming down with things. So please, please, please get all the, you know, the vitamin C and all those other things, healthy, helpful things you can get. If you take medications, check with your doctors first. Or at least, at the very least, look up your medications, see if they're compatible with the vitamins that you're taking. Because though they are natural vitamins, they don't have to go through the approval that medication does. So you don't really quite know what all is in there. Okay? So check with your doctors, check the labels, read, do your research, see if you should be taking certain vitamins, even if you feel like you need those vitamins. If you're on certain medications, you have to verify, okay? Some vitamins, some things cause, they have like a thinning effect on the blood. So people who take blood thinners, you know, you need to really, really check before taking certain things like St. John's warts and things like that. And a lot of other things you need to check on. And it's so, that's the downside. Whenever you do have to start taking medicine, if you're ever prescribed blood pressure medicine, cholesterol medicine, glucose medicine, all that stuff, you have to really check, you know, when you're starting to take these supplements, these herbs and supplements, and sometimes even certain things in your kitchen cabinet. Because sometimes if used too much with your medicine, they may not go together so well. So just check, and make sure, do your research, ask your doctor. And sometimes doctors are kind of like straightforward with the medicine. They don't really like supplements. So if you feel like you have a doctor like that and you don't really think that you're getting the best opinion from them, then maybe keep your doctor, of course, if you love him, but check with someone else. Check with another doctor, see how he feels about it. But again, most importantly, do your research. And don't just start taking things like daily and regularly. Maybe start out lightly with it, and maybe it won't do certain things. But, you know, even people who don't take medicines, you know, be careful with the way you take your supplements and things like that. All right? Donna says, if you are live when I get home, I will be back. I'm back on the road. Okay. I'm about to jump off, Donna. I'm glad you're on the road. Glad, happy that you guys are on the road. So, what is it? It's 40 minutes in. Yeah, I might stay on here another few minutes, just kind of cooling down, going slow. But I think I'm done. Thank you so much for joining the live when you did, Donna. And again, I'm glad you guys are back on the road. Stay safe and stay blessed. And thank each and every one of you guys that came into the live. You make the live. I make the live. Together we make the live. It's just like your healthcare team. We are a team, okay? It's a collaborative effort. We're trying to do the things that we need to do to be successful in whatever it is that we're doing. All right? And again, thank you to my moderators. Thank you to the subscribers. Thank you to the ones who just came through. Debo, if you weren't subscribed, I hope that you are subscribed now and that you come back. To anybody who comes across this replay, leave some tips in the comments section about the things that you do as far as vitamins, your workout routines, your workout regimens, your plans, anything that you do, just some cooking tips. Leave any type of tip. It's Tip Tuesday, okay? And it doesn't matter what type of tip it is, as long as it's a good tip, a healthy tip, a helpful tip, and something that somebody can take and use for themselves or for their family members and friends, or again, for the lady in the line in the grocery store, okay? Just something that they can use that'll be helpful. But whatever tips that you pick up here in Lion's Pride, always consult your primary healthcare provider, okay? Because they are just that. They're tips and they're nuggets, okay? My channel is for informational purposes only, all right? We're here to try to spread information to each other so that we can take that information, research that information, figure out what works for us or maybe doesn't work for us, but maybe we can also pass that information along. We have to be mindful that when we're speaking on a social media platform, that we are speaking to millions of people. It may not be millions of people in the chat. It may only be one person in the chat. But as long as that video is up, then it is exposed to millions of people. Okay, so be mindful. Make sure that you're educated on the things that you say and that you're not just repeating something that you hear people say, because just because they say it a million times doesn't mean that it's okay. What did your teacher always ask you? If someone jumps off the bridge, are you going to jump off the bridge? If a million people jump off the bridge, are you going to jump off the bridge? Okay? All right? And sometimes people do things that a lot of people do. But make sure that any information that you put out is legit information that you've been taught, that you know, that you've studied, that you've researched, that you've been licensed to put out maybe. And you don't have to be licensed. That's why it is for informational and educational purposes only. Because even if you are a teacher, we're not YouTube teachers, okay? YouTube hasn't given us any type of licenses or certifications. So that's why I always say over here, we do not assess, diagnose, treat, or evaluate clinically, medically, or professionally. We just tell you things that work for us, and we share those things in the chat. I share those things with you. You guys share those things with me, and we share those things with people that we know. But once we share those things, we always encourage you, I always encourage you to always consult with your primary care provider, okay? Your primary health care provider. All right? And your specialty doctors, okay? Your specialty doctors as well. So you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday. Tell me in the comments what you're having for dinner, okay? Tell me something new that you learned today that you didn't know yesterday. You know, a lot of us learn something new every day. A lot of us learn something new every day. So don't let bother people bother you. Don't let stress people stress you out. All right? And don't live in anybody's misery lounge, okay? Don't live in anybody's misery lounge. You have your own lounge. You have your own place. You have your own space. When you get in someone else's place, they make you feel so comfortable. But by the time you kick your feet up and go into the mint and nut jar, all chaos breaks loose, right? So GYGAG, grab your grip and go. Grab your grip and go, okay? Grab your grip and go. Get the heck up out of there, okay? Go back to your happy space, your happy place, your happy lounge. It may not be perfect, and it may not always be happy, but it's yours. And you control the climate. You control the temperature, okay? You can make sure that your ecosystem has equilibrium. You can make sure that your ecosystem has equilibrium. So I want you to take some deep breaths in and out. In and out. In and out. At least 3 times, 3 to 5 good times. And you don't have to just do that when you're exercising. Do that anytime you feel stressed. And let me tell you, that doesn't always work, okay? Because when I was younger, that counting to 10 and that deep breath in and out, that doesn't work. By the time you're ready to pop off, you're ready to pop off, okay? But sometimes it doesn't have to be in a time of stress. You could just be, it's just like when you yawn. When you yawn, oftentimes you feel better, right? So if you feel kind of sluggish or kind of uncomfortable, stretch. Hold those arms out and stretch. Turn that body and stretch. Pull those legs up and stretch those quadriceps. Kick back and stretch those hamstrings. Okay, get those biceps pulled out. Pull those triceps overhead and just stretch. Get you some deep breaths in. And see if that helps you to feel good. So maybe when I was younger, if I had been doing that, paying attention to how good that made me feel when I exercised, when I was ready to pop off, maybe I would have had more success doing that. Okay? Because I'm not one of those people. My patience are too short. But they're getting better. They're getting better, right? What did we talk about earlier when Debo was in here? It only fails if you don't try. You may fail a few times, but as long as you keep trying, failure doesn't have to be the end of it, okay? Failure doesn't have to be the end of it as long as you keep trying. You can fail several times, but failure doesn't have to be the end of it. All right? So we're about to get up out of here. Give us one more good. So you got to trick your body, work your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. All right, you guys. Peace, positivity, and prosperity. Because without peace, there's chaos. And without positivity, there's negativity. Wherever chaos and negativity live, you fail to prosper to your fullest potential. We don't want to do that. We want to prosper as much as we can. Okay? We don't care about what the next person is doing as far as their prosperity. Let them get it how they get it, because you got to get it how you get it. We want you to prosper. Focus on your mental, your emotional, your physical well-being. Prosper, prosper, prosper. Because most of the time, some people, they don't want you to prosper, or they want to pull on your prosperity. Don't allow anybody to pull on your prosperity. Lift yourself up. Like they say, pull yourself up by the bootstraps. Give someone else a good talking to, okay? Give someone else a good talking to. A lot of times, those are the best encouragers, the best motivators. When you see that somebody else needs motivation and you give them a good talk, look, turn that advice, that conversation right back around on you as if it's a mirror and motivate yourself, okay? It's okay to be motivated by other people, but the best motivation comes from yourself, as well as those who truly know and love you, such as your family and the friends, okay? Friends that you've had, that you've known for years, that you've done things with, you've experienced things with, that you've been through things with, okay? Your friends. Some of them might be on social media because you're on here together, and maybe not, okay? Hello, hosting everyone. Hi, Deborah. Deborah Mosley just entered the live, and I appreciate you, Miss Deborah. Thank you for coming in. I got to go check you out because I haven't been over there in a while. I haven't gotten a notification, so I'm glad that I see you. Like I was saying the other day, if you haven't seen people in a while that you did see at one point on a regular basis, just go over there and check them out, okay? Sometimes our feeds can only hold so much, all right? And when you're subscribed to a lot of people are subscribed to you. When you check out all types of things that come across your feed, sometimes you can look at one video and they'll start to show you all types of video. If you look at one flower video, they'll show you a plethora of flower videos for the next week. Okay, so sometimes we just don't get to see each other as much as we would like. So I really do appreciate you, Deborah, for coming in. You've been very sick. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that you're getting better. I hope that you're on the mend. So, yes, everyone, please think positive vibes for Miss Deborah Mosley. You know, pray. I hope that you're on the mend, and I hope that things are looking better, Deborah. Okay, you said you've been, since you probably haven't been on live as much. Okay, so hopefully you're on the mend. Hopefully things are better. We're praying for that, and we're praying for each and every person who is going through something. You're getting better. Okay, that's good to hear. That's great to hear. That's great to hear. That's a good place. That's a good place to be, right there on the live. You're getting better, right? You're getting better. And that's the important part. Sometimes we go through things, but look, when you're on the mend, you're on the up, you're getting better, that's great. So I'm glad to hear that. I really am. So you guys, you know what time it is. I'm going to jump out of this, off of this elliptical, okay? We're going to jump into that shower, and that cold water is going to feel so good. Now, when I say cold, it doesn't have to be ice cold. We're going to start it out pretty lukewarm. But after I exercise, y'all, I got to get some cold water. Doesn't have to be frigid. We're not talking about an ice bath, okay? We're not talking about an ice bath. But that cold water does hit you. It shocks you a little bit, kind of rejuvenates you. Now don't get in water that's too cold, especially if you have certain types of issues. Don't let heart issues and or other issues as well. Temperature issues. If you have issues with your temp, don't let that water just kind of, you can gradually do things, but no, don't thrust on that cold water to give yourself a shock. Even when you're getting ready for work or to go somewhere and you want to douse on a little bit of cool water, make sure that it's cool to cold and not, cold, not cold. But yes, it does feel really good. It does feel really good. So thank each and every one of you again for coming into the live. Everyone from Debo to Lovely Samara, my moderator Angel Eyes 1111, Deborah Mosley, thank you, and anybody else who came across or who may come across the live. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, y'all.